And we say happy Thursday, believe it or not. This week's gone by pretty fast. Fast start to the year. Happy Thursday to everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Want to start today off looking at Alabama. Let me hold on. Mic check. Make sure y'all can hear me. Yep. All right. So wanted to start today's show off a little not weird. But wanted to start it off a little differently. Um Want to look at the Tuscaloosa News .com. Nick Kelly of the Tuscaloosa News put this out the other day. It actually was updated yesterday or 2 days ago. Alabama football NFL draft 2023 plan tracker. Who's turning pro and who is staying with the Tide. Of course, we know that Will Anderson and Bryce Young declared for the draft. Running back Jahmyr Gibbs declared for the draft. Brian Branch is going pro. Cornerback Eli Ricks declared for the draft. So that's like what, 5 guys right there so far. Safety Jordan Battle accepted a Senior Bowl invitation in Mobile. Basically, if you accept that, you're going pro. DeMarco Hellams accepted an invite to the Senior Bowl, so he's gone. Emil Ekiyor accepted the Senior Bowl invitation. He's gone. Tyler Steen is gone. Offensive tackle. Cameron Latu. I thought he was a junior. He is actually a senior, a 2-year starter. And he has accepted his invite to the Senior Bowl. Defensive lineman, DJ Dale. He's pretty good. Had 2.5 sacks this year, 7 tackles. He has accepted an invite to the Senior Bowl. Defensive lineman Byron Young has accepted an invite to the Senior Bowl. We got a lot of guys going to the Senior Bowl. Basically, these are the guys that are leaving. Henry Toho is going to the Senior Bowl. And then who is staying with Alabama, the alone so far that could have gone but didn't? Will Reichard, the kicker, is returning for his 5th year in 2023. So basically, everybody is gone. Everyone's gone except Will Reichard. Crazy. Let me check this comment here. What's up, Dominic? Yeah, you can hop on, buddy. Let's hang out. We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Be sure to leave a reaction, hit the thumbs up. Really would appreciate it. It helps the channel out a lot. We're going to keep growing Ballard Sports Media this year in 2023. We specifically want to talk today, though. Let's keep it rolling with the talk about Georgia and TCU. My final thoughts, my final words on it. My 2 cents, if you will. I think this could be, going into the game, at least, going into it, it is one of the most lopsided. Let me see this here. I actually learned this. They kind of stand it up like that. Okay. One of the most lopsided um, championship games in history coming up this Monday night. And what I mean by lopsided, I'm like, it's not a 50-50 game, according to experts, according to bettors, according to Vegas, and according to whoever. It really is lopsided in the fact that you have Georgia, and I haven't checked the line today. Maybe it's changed, maybe it hasn't. Um, nope, it really hasn't changed much. There's still a double digit favorite, right? And I don't blame it. I think it's not that they don't believe in TCU, but man, they really like Georgia. But here's my pitch to them. Did you watch that Ohio State game? 42-41. That was close. It was a great game. Georgia won. I'm not going to discredit anything. But did you see the game? Oh, Georgia's so elite on defense. They gave up 41 points to CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud went in there and lit them up. Don't give me this elite on defense. And then, of course, I see you there, Dominic. What's up, buddy?
Sup, Ballard?
So then you have those people that are going to say CJ Stroud's elite. Very true. But if you're George, like, you should have been able to adjust in that game against Ohio State. You could have. You didn't, but you could have. But yet, still going into this game, like, both of these games were close, and TCU played a great game with Michigan too, and that was a one-possession game. But at the same time, like, I basically what I'm trying to get at is I think Georgia should be the favorite, but I think it should be 10 points or less. I think 12.5 is too much.
Yeah. And I know I've said this multiple times. This could be a Cinderella story for TCU, and it just might be.
It might be, especially if the line isn't going to change.
Yeah.
Do I want TCU? I want TCU to finish out. Yeah. So I'm picking. I picked Georgia to win, but I'm pulling for TCU, if that makes sense. AIP dog.
Yeah. I would like to see TCU and their quarterback. I forgot his name. What was the TCU quarterback? What's his name?
Max Duggan.
Max Duggan. Yeah. I would like to see him win a national championship.
Yeah, this was a guy that didn't really start the whole season. By the way, it took a couple games, I think, to get in it. I'm trying to remember even who started out. He might have transferred. He might still be on the roster somewhere. It was not Max Duggan to start out for TCU. It took a couple games. Let me go back. It was Morris. I'm looking at the Colorado game. Chandler Morris, who's a freshman, actually started the season for TCU.
Yeah, he's a good freshman.
He is, but I think that Sonny Dykes, he saw something in Max Duggan and said, I should have started this guy from the start. And he started him after a couple weeks into the season before they could lose. And it just kind of changed the dynamic of this offense.
Yeah. It's an AIP dog. No, I'm a fan of UVA, Virginia. Ooh. But yeah, man, this should be a great game that is happening this coming Monday, and I'm sure it'll be a good one.
Yeah, I think I don't know. That's the thing. Define a good game because when you look at, I think a good national championship game is that not even lives up to expectation. I think it has. I think the game itself has to be competitive. I think as long as it's competitive, to say that it needs to live up to expectation, well, what's the expectation for this game? I think a lot of people are expecting Georgia to just walk in there and take the trophy, meaning that they're real, not that they don't believe in TCU, but they think Georgia is that good of a team. They really believe that, which is crazy. I mean, I get that they're good. God, it's going to hurt to say this. I'm going to throw up. They're elite. Okay? They're elite. And Kirby's doing something great. But, I mean, prove it. Prove it and win back to back titles. That'd be something huge. That's something that hasn't been done in literally 10 years. You got to go back to 2011, 2012 with Alabama. Um,
Yeah,
it's
with
just something
your
that it hasn't been done in a while.
yeah, your Crimson Tide was the last team to go back to back national titles, and yeah, I definitely remember that. But this is definitely, and yes, IAP dog. TCU is definitely a great underdog story this season. I can agree on that.
Yeah, that's part of it too. I think, I mean, this team had one of the lowest odds in the Power Five to make the college football playoff, let alone even win their conference. I know they lost the conference. They weren't even supposed to make it to the conference title game against Kansas State. I don't even think Kansas State was supposed to make it, honestly. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. I'm sure they kind of looked at Kansas State in a way, but um, not TCU. They got a first
Yeah,
year head coach.
yeah. But oh I heard about something last week. It was about the ACC, and I hate to get off topic here,
It's okay.
but I heard that there's Tulane going to the ACC. Have you heard about that?
No, is that real?
Yes, from what I've been hearing. I saw the video by the West Virginia guy, Golden Blue Dude. That video about
I'm not even.
Tulane going to the ACC, from what he's heard.
You heard? That's where you got your source. You got it from Golden Blue Dude. I like the guy, but I'm gonna be honest. He's like this college football conspiracy theorist that doesn't know what he's talking about.
Fair point. My dogs are barking. Darn it. I'm gonna mute my mic for a moment. My dogs are barking, Ballard. I'm sorry for that.
It's okay. Breaking news, by the way, here. I just saw on Twitter and I retweeted Trey Sanders of Alabama. Um, I guess it's officially confirmed. I'm not sure. This is the first I'm seeing it, at least, but he has committed his transfer to TCU. I guess he likes what Sonny Dykes has done this year, and he wants some of that action. You know, he sadly did not see the field, um, and he it was almost like a wasted talent. We just never really played him. And when he did play, he did okay, but it wasn't enough to earn the starting job as a running back at Alabama. And, you know, I hate it for the guy. I really do. Um, so let me pull up on 247. I just want to make sure and confirm this. Um, let me see if, because this was put out an hour ago. I want to see Trey Sanders 247 if I just Google him. Um, Alabama running back Trey Sanders announces transfer destination 79 minutes ago, over an hour, by Charlie Potter of 247 Sports. Bama Online says that Alabama running back Trey Sanders has found a new home. Sanders announced Thursday, being today, he is transferring to TCU after entering the transfer portal on November 22nd. He's the third Crimson Tide player to commit to play for the Horned Frogs, joining Texas natives and offensive lineman Tommy Brockmeyer and wide receiver JoJo Earl. I remember those guys transferring out there too. Sanders has appeared in 9 games for the Alabama Crimson Tide this season and 26 throughout his career. This fall, he has been the Tide's 4th running back behind Jahmyr Gibbs. Jace McClellan and Roydell Williams has rushed for 80 yards, 1 touchdown on 14 carries. He just didn't see the field. And like it said, we brought in Jahmyr Gibbs from Georgia Tech. We have Jace McClellan, who's going to step up, Roydell Williams. He was 4th on the depth chart, the 4th string. I think it's a great transfer destination. What's up, AIP dog?
What's up, Darwin? Are you excited about the national championship game?
Oh yeah, man. Did you just hear? You probably did in the back room, but the news: a former 5-star is going to play for the Horned Frogs and Trey Sanders. And I'll say this to end it on that note:
really,
we wish him nothing but the best of luck, and I guess roll Tide always, Trey.
So where did you find out this information that you were just talking about?
Well, I first saw it on Twitter from his official Twitter feed, and then I looked at Bama Online, which is the 247 Sports for Alabama.
Wow. Anyway, so now I know this is kind of crazy, but I heard that you and Dominic were talking about how Golden Blue Dude was talking about that Tulane Mutt is going to join the ACC, and I just don't believe him because I don't see any news about that, and so I feel like you can't always believe
either.
what Golden Blue Dude says. So
no, I don't believe what Golden Blue Dude talks about. He's like this weird conspiracy theorist in college football and doesn't know what he's talking about. I like the guy. He's a nice guy. I mean, he's not a jerk or anything. He just some of the content he puts out, like these, stuff about the playoff expansion, stuff about conference realignment, stuff about this or that. It just doesn't make sense.
I know. So
I mean, I'm not trying to throw him under the bus or anything, but I mean, I'm gonna call it like I see it.
Yeah, I have nothing against Golden Blue Dude either, but have you ever watched Uncle Lou?
All the time.
Because I feel like Uncle Lou knows what he's talking about over college football than Golden Blue Dude does. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not trying to compare.
Well, it's not just your opinion, it's facts, sir.
Yeah.
As Lou would say.
Oh, man, that's facts.
Alternative facts.
Well, Uncle Lou's got the facts right.
Yeah. So what's your I notice you have on your picture, you have a Oklahoma State hat and a Tennessee hat. You're a Tennessee fan. How do you feel about Georgia? And then ultimately, what's your prediction for this title game?
My prediction for this title game, I want TCU to win, but I'm afraid that Georgia might win this game. So I think my score prediction is going to be Georgia 45 and TCU 35. So I think Georgia might beat TCU by 10 points or so. That's just my prediction.
That's realistic too. I could see it like that. I have 42-30 in favor of Georgia
Really?
right here.
Wow.
42-30. I see this as a shootout, but I think the Dogs end up pulling away or maybe get off to a fast start. And I think, like, because TCU has had comebacks this year, they could
I
come
know.
back this game.
I
I
know.
don't know if it's enough to beat Georgia, though.
And that's one of the reasons why TCU's my second favorite Big 12 team. I mean, they're not my favorite team, but they are my second favorite Big 12 team, and that's why I want them to win the title. And also, I also want them to win because I felt bad for TCU whenever they lost to Kansas State in the Big 12 championship, and so
Yeah.
that's why I kind of want them to win. So, well, not just kind of, but I want them to win. So.
Absolutely.
And also,
And what we have at stake in this game, I have these banners from my preview video. Georgia seeking back-to-back titles has not happened since 2011 and 2012 with Alabama.
yeah.
And TCU is seeking their third overall national title, but their first in 84 years.
Wow, that seems like a lot.
That's a drought right there.
Yeah.
1938.
I just have so many reasons why I want TCU to win. And also, I also want TCU to win because I remember when Max Duggan had something was wrong with Max Duggan's heart. He had a bad heart condition. He ended up in the hospital for a while. And then that's when he started getting better at becoming a quarterback after he overcame that. And so he felt like he overcame overall in the season. So I feel like it will be nice if he can lead TCU to win the title. So
I think that'd be great too, and be a comeback story for sure.
So Bauer, are your parents Bama fans too, or is it just you personally?
My parents are Bama fans. They live in Florida. I live with my grandparents, but yeah, they raised me up to be an Alabama fan when it came to college football.
Yeah. I love giving you a hard time about Auburn because I know how much it's a rivalry. So
yeah, that's a good rivalry.
I feel like Auburn did not have a good season overall. If you just look at Auburn's season record this year, they didn't even make it to a bowl. Poor
They
Auburn.
went 5-7, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they fired their coach halfway through, or before the halfway point of this, or after the halfway point of the season, whatever.
So Bauer, do you know any Auburn fans?
Any Auburn fans?
Yeah, that you know of or know personally.
Yeah, I got family members that are Auburn fans. I got aunts and uncles and my other grandfather, and I got a couple in the family.
That's cool. So you're kind of like house divided with them, because
yeah, a little bit.
so I wonder if I think it would be shocking if TCU wins this national title. It's crazy that it's going to be taking place in California, but.
Sorry about that, man. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, it'll be cool if TCU barely beats Georgia in the national title. And
Georgia has a chance. Like Georgia had a chance but blew it.
Yeah, Georgia. If Georgia had a chance but blew, and all of a sudden TCU wins it, that would be great. So
Hey,
I
hey,
don't know.
hey.
I don't know if that. I don't know if that will happen, but either one can happen. So
Second and 26.
I'm just saying either one can happen. But man,
Second and 26.
it's just crazy. It's crazy how the national title game is taking place in California. I don't know why I think that way, but I just think it is. But
That's like the well, maybe it's only the second time it's been in California. I know they had it with the 44-16 game. That was in San Fran in the Bay Area at Levi Stadium.
oh,
Um, that's a blowout, Cody. He says 42-29 TCU.
oh
That's a
wow,
bit of a stretch.
yeah, that's a little bit of a
Only
stretch
one
right
could
there.
dream. Only one could dream.
It seems like Cody wants TCU win too.
I think all Alabama fans want TCU to win. I don't see a reason we should be pulling for Georgia because
Well,
you know,
I mean,
the
I've watched some other videos. I watched how some Bama fans online want Georgia to win just because they're SEC and they're all SEC biased. But I'm not SEC biased, to be
no,
honest. But
no. See, I look. People keep saying
I know.
that people really believe that Kirby. He's an elite head coach. He's great. I'm not going to take anything away. He's not going to be Nick Saban though. I just don't know if he
I
gets
know.
7 national titles. He could build his own Georgia. Like,
Yeah,
look,
I mean, I
and
don't.
here's the thing. He's not trying to be Nick Saban either. He's just trying to be Kirby Smart and do his own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The national titles just come with it.
I mean, because think about this: if Georgia wins this title game, it's not going to mean very much to them since they already beat y'all last year in the title. So it's not going to mean very much to them if they win this title game since they already won it last year. But if TCU wins this national title game, it's going to mean so much more to them because they're not a big blue blood school like Oklahoma, Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, and all that. So it's going to mean so much more to TCU if they pull this off and win it. So
I got you. I got you right there, man.
So, Bauer, did you enjoy your Christmas and New Year's?
Yeah, man. I got to see my parents and my brother, and everyone got along. We had a good time, and I got this microphone for Christmas. I didn't get much, but I got
Yeah.
this and an
Well,
Alabama mini helmet.
yeah. Well, to me, I got I got some like money and gift cards and cash. So I always like getting those for Christmas.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What do I
So
think about Will Riker coming back? I think it's great, and I think that the next man is this. They said he's a 5-star. I don't believe in 5-star kickers. I think the max is 3 or 4, but he's still pretty good. He was good in high school. The next guy is Connor Talty, but I guess we'll have to wait an extra year or so for him.
Isn't Will Riker one of the Alabama players?
Yeah, he's our kicker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I thought there was a different Bama kicker name Ryan something. I don't know. It's just I can't remember the name, but
Well, there's other kickers, but you don't put those guys in unless there's something wrong with your first string,
yeah. Oh
with your starter. I could
oh
pull up and look, but we have a couple of different kickers.
Yeah. And also, do you want to know who else is pulling for TCU in the national title game, Ballard? Is C Dog, the Georgia Tech fan. Have you
Oh
watched?
yeah, he hates Georgia, man. You think I can't stand him right now?
Oh, do
C
you
Dog
watch C Dog's
really.
videos?
I love watching his videos. I've met C Dog in person too.
Really?
Yeah, he's a good dude. So we have 3 kickers and 4 punters. Um, Chase Allen, who's behind Will Riker, Reed, Schubach, and then well, that's it for at least the place
Wow.
kickers.
Yeah. That, so that's quite a few names for the Alabama kickers.
Yeah, I'm ready to see what we got a defensive back by the name of Devontae Smith.
I think I've heard of them. Yeah.
Same name as the Heisman winner, but probably not going to win a Heisman.
Yeah.
He might be good though. He might be good.
Yeah. Now, do you remember Bama playing against Clemson a couple times in the national title games? Do you remember that?
Of
Bama playing
course.
Clemson a few times. I mean, I feel like the Bama Clemson matchups were always crazy and fun to watch, but I'm not a fan of either one of those teams. But I think it'll be great to watch some of the Bama Clemson matchups again. Watch those two teams play against each other. So that will be fun. But
Well, if
unfortunately, Clemson's not the best dominant team like they used to be back then. So, but it'll be
well, I'll
fun.
tell you this. I mean, you have Clemson. I think the only thing missing was the quarterback situation for them. They're elite on defense. They do have receivers. The offensive line can use a little bit of help. Let's say if they get back next year and then you have Alabama, even without Bryce Young, what if it's Ty Simpson and maybe they use a transfer portal anywhere again? I don't know, but it's possible down the road we could get back to seeing that a little bit. You could see games like Georgia, Clemson. You could keep seeing Alabama, Georgia. I think it's Alabama and Georgia right now in college football. But is it possible that
Yeah,
Dabo Swinney and Clemson get back to work and kind of put themselves on a shelf?
yeah. I mean, that's definitely that's definitely crazy for sure. And but I mean, I'm just trying to say is that I just love watching those matchups in general. They're just fun anyway. So I just love watching the matchups, you know. So
Yeah.
do you think Alabama will bounce back Ballard next year? Do you think Alabama can bounce back?
I mean, we're going to have Jalen Milroe or Ty Simpson at quarterback, and I think that around them, I think we're good. We'll have some experience on the receiving side, and we have guys coming back on defense. I don't see why they shouldn't bounce back. Basically, is what I'll say.
Yeah, yeah, I get what
I
you're
don't see
saying.
why they shouldn't bounce back. I'm not saying they will, but it shouldn't be out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, um, but I do believe that Bama could bounce back next year, but it's too bad. Bryce Young's already going to the NFL draft. That's what I heard.
Yeah, he's going. He really didn't have much of a choice. He's ready for the NFL, and We'll just have to see how it plays out in the spring between Simpson and Milrow, and we'll leave it up to Coach. We got to trust Coach Saban with whatever decision he makes.
Yeah. So, Ballard, I have a curious question, but it's a little bit off topic. But do you ever watch any Marvel or DC movies?
Been a while, but I am a fan of. I'm a small DC fan. I'm not a geek about it. I'm not really a geek about Marvel either, but I would still say I'm a big fan. So to answer your question, yes, but on occasion.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. But
I think we're losing you. I'm not sure. You still there?
so
There we go.
if you don't mind, but yeah. Sorry, I was just sorry, something weird happened because I'm just trying to text somebody, but it just kind of acts weird, you know.
That's okay.
So
Yeah.
Ballard, do you work at any do you work at a job somewhere or
Yes.
so
But that's my
so
own
I'm
personal.
I'm just curious to ask, but where do you work at?
That's my own personal business, sir.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was just curious.
Yeah. You still there? So, anyway. Don't forget, you can subscribe on YouTube to the Crimson Tide Sports Network if you're ever open to hearing the radio calls of football and basketball games. Put the link in the comments. Y'all go subscribe to them. It looks like they're working to 1,000. They're looking to get monetized and everything, I'm sure. But yeah, go support the Alabama Crimson Tide Athletics. That's fine, AMP dog. Anyway, we're going to end it on this note here. Excited for the national championship game Monday night. It should be a great matchup. Again, I have a score prediction of 42-30 is what I'm going to stick with for Georgia to win and go back-to-back. I hate to say that. I hate to see it. Really hope I'm wrong, but I just got to go with my gut instinct here, be unbiased, and say, Georgia's just the better team this year, and maybe it is set up to be their year. I mean, reign of dominance ain't going to last too long, but, at least for a couple years. Alabama's going to be back in the mix next year, and but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, love y'all. Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan. Trust and believe that. Please like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. And until next time, Ballard Sports Media. Check it out. I love y'all. Peace. And roll tide.